Expedition, no attack gear slinger, a few bits and pieces in it, and being a little bit inspired by a comment someone left on my video the other day about starting a fire with just birch bark, which I have done before, but the birch bark I had the other day was no good, so I'm just going to go on a little scout now for some of that decent paper birch stuff, white paper birch. Hopefully I'll find some and make a little video on it at my camp, hopefully. No luck so far, but what is that bastard in the distance? We'll find out. It's looking good, sort of. This old boy, I'm fairly sure this is birch, silver birch. It's not the white paper stuff I wanted. Okay, that last tree was a load of old pony. That's the thicker stuff. It is birch, but it's no good. So I've just tested a bit of this, and this is the one. This is the one I normally find it is why it's always these thinner ones. But it hasn't got all them nooks and bumps in it, but there seem to be a lot of birch here, so that one there's no good, that's a bit too grey, but this is, you can see the whiteness. To cut it off, I brought my right hand sun out today, a bit smaller in my pack. As I've done already, you just cut into the bark. Oh, I can't do this one handed, but basically cut down there, across, strip bits of these out. This is fine, birch tree, it will repair itself nicely, and it's soaking wet as well because it's raining, if you can hear that, so it's an even better demonstration of how good birch bark is. Just on my way to my camp now from that little birch bark nest, and I find this. Shit, where some fucking, excuse my French, but some fucking twat has been camping. And whoever it is a serious twat, because it's Felix the cat food. Oh no, they've been shooting an air gun, you can see all the holes in it. But if you want to come here and shoot an air gun, why not clean your shit up after yourself? If I saw the person doing this, I'd like to give them a good slap around the ear hole, do you know what I mean? As I'm sure most of you watching this would. Tossers. Okay, so we've got our tinder now. Now we want some kindling or small twigs. Now this is a little bit, I'm quite lucky with this forest, they've got a lot of different trees growing here, but this is a little piney area not far from my camp. These are the logs I used for the fire reflector. Bit of a beast to carry, but worth it in the long run. But yeah, all these little pine twigs are perfect for tinder, especially when they're wet like they are today. Kindling, sorry, not tinder. You know what I mean. Okay, so I've got a nice big handful of these twigs, my first tinder, and what I'm also going to do is take some of these bigger sticks for the base of my fire. Right, camp set up with DD ponchos covered today because it is raining. Now this is an example of the sort of stuff right near the camp which is good as well that you want to collect. You can see from that snap that it's broke. Look, it's dead, sorry. So this is excellent for your slightly bigger twigs. Okay, so we're all set, ready to go. Got the DD poncho, like I say, rigged up, nice and light to carry. Small net hammock, don't have to sit on the floor. Expedition, no attack gear slinger, love it. Yeah, you've seen it, can't? And then this is a bit of roll mat chopped up, some duct tape around the edge. I'm literally making this fire just to have a cup of tea on as well, and to show this birch bark thing. So then, got my knife out ready with fire still. So like, this is a bit of old dead birch bark I found, so I peeled that off. That's the new fresh stuff. Got a pair of gloves ready to go for when it gets hot as well. Smaller pine twigs, bigger sticks, all from these oak sycamore trees. Not sure which one, or which it is. All dead stuff, ready to burn. You might think that's a lot for a cup of tea, but to be honest, that'll probably only last an hour and a half, and that's all I'm going to stay here today. Right, I'm going to try and set this up, and hopefully we've got enough light, because I've got the tarp over. Right, well annoyingly I just snapped my tripod. It's only a little cheap pound thing, but hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Now this is the nice fresh birch bark here. Got loads of it over the back edge here. So what you want to do first of all is get it like this, and then make some shavings. Be careful, because they can go everywhere, and this probably will. You'll also see why it's a nice reason to carry cotton wool, although this method, like I say, is fun. And it's a bit damp, and that it can be quite fairly long-winded, nowhere near as long-winded as some other things, like bow drills and stuff like that. Jesus, I've sat at home trying to perfect them first before doing it out here. But whatever, this is definitely a way to do it if your cotton wool gets soaked, because this was wet. You see that this come off of that wet tree, so this is going to show, hopefully, just how good this stuff is. So right, I've got a little pile of it there. What I'm going to do is shave some more of some of these other bits. I hope you can see this alright, I really don't know. What with the light and the tripod breaking, it's really not the best conditions. But then I'm not Ridley Scott, and this is only YouTube, so hopefully it'll be fine. I'm just going to move away from the camera to scrape some more of this other one off. You just got to do it, I just do it right with the end of my knife. Firm but gentle. You'll see as soon as you start carving it, as soon as you start shaving it, you'll see the sort of effort required. You go too deep, you just cut straight through the bark. You want to get a fair bit of this so you've got more chance of it going up. As soon as it does go up, I'm going to have to move the camera, and it's going to have to be a bit of a wobbly one. Alright, so then hopefully we've got enough shavings there. Next thing we don't do none of this big pulling off method, not with, even breathing on it blows everywhere, not with this birch bark technique. We don't use massive strokes. What we do is just get the very end of the knife at a good angle, and we scrape really, really hard. First of all, what we're doing is just scraping bits of the fire still into there. And when you get enough, that will light, flame, get your other bits on it quickly. Not quick enough this time. That does happen. Right, hopefully I can reuse what I've got there already. I think actually I'm going to get it off of there because I've got this other birch bark underneath. Now I'm going to have to make some more shavings, but at least you can see that this isn't as quick as some people might do it. I'm going to try not edit this as well, so you can see every step of it. Then when you come out to do it and it doesn't work first time, then you think you don't feel like a failure. Because I guarantee you, everyone that does this, unless it's a really dry summer's day and they've got that really lovely white birch bark, is going to struggle a little bit a few times. Right, so let's try that again. There's not a massive pile there now, but I'm just going to give it a go. Right, we've got a little flame. No, not enough dust. Need more dust. Getting more dust, and then also these tiny little fine bits will go up as well. Give it another go. We're not out of the woods yet. I would never take this stage to be final stage unless I was crazy, which I'm not, hopefully. Although I'm out in the middle of the woods talking to a camera on my own. Because all this stuff is quite damp. Take your time, no rush. Right, we've got a fairly decent flame going there, so now I'm going to prepare my smaller twigs. And I'll hold these over the top. Let these flames dry them out. Hope you can still, oh no, you can see my bloody hand. Right, I've got twigs over the top now. Got twigs over the top, drying out. There you go, we've got a little flame going. This is going to be difficult one-handed, don't blame me if it goes out. Right, now, keep piling these little twigs on. It's so annoying that my bloody tripod breaks. It's only this little crappy thing, as you can see, and I was trying to get it at a certain angle and it snapped off. Anyway, I hope that was quite clear to see. As you can see, it's, you know, if you're just collecting the stuff out there on the day and it's not cotton wool, something you've prepared at home first, it does take longer. That's why I don't like to do this every time. If I'm concentrating on building my shelter and stuff like that. But just to show them knobheads that had a problem with cotton wool, I can do it the natural way, other than the fire steel. I mean, I suppose I could sit here for another 2 hours making a bow drill and then another 2 hours trying to get it to light, but I'd been at work today, it's Saturday. I don't have that much time in the day, unfortunately. But again, I hope it answers matey's question. Hope that is your question answered, mate, about the birch bark. If not, message me again. I was hoping to film this whole thing and speed it up a little bit, So I'm going to stop talking for a bit and concentrate on getting this going, and then maybe I'll speed it up a bit in the editing. Bye for now. Right, unfortunately I had to pause it then because it was just too much of a pain in the arse, and I showed all this the other day anyway, but yeah, we're going nicely now. Got me Tatonka mug on there boiling, which I brought out because it fits in that Maxpedition pocket, and the lid of this mug, which is off of another pot, fits underneath the 32 ounce, American terminology I know, but I don't know, litre bottle, Nalgene bottle underneath there. Here we go, one hot drink, cup of tea with plenty of sugar, lovely, lovely warming fire. You would not know it's autumn. Boiling in this little shelter. And there's also a woodpecker at work somewhere. And there's a few cars going past, which is annoying. Quite near a road here, but it's the only way to get away from the people and the road. I'm far from the road, but you can still hear the cars. Not that I'm a misanthrope, but you don't want people near your shelter, do you? Yeah, this is what it's all about for me. Love it. Very nice indeed. Can't beat getting out in the woods. If you're just sitting at home on YouTube watching this, just get out. You won't regret it. Bye. If you're a bit odd like me, you will find firelighting very addictive, and you light one and you plan to go home in a couple of hours or an hour like I did, and then you get your fire going and then it starts to die down. You think, oh, I'll just go and get some more wood quickly, and then before you know it, you've been sitting here for 4 hours just lighting a fire or just keeping a fire going. It's addictive. It's like some inbuilt caveman mechanism. Keep the fire going, you don't want to let it go out. But I've got to go home and have dinner soon, so I'm going to have to let this die down now. But it's a really painful experience letting a fire die down and putting it out. Weird. Bye for now.
We're all human. We're all human. We're all human. We're all human. We're all human.